Gonna be me. Part twice, never nice. What's up, y'all? Hey, look, we finna get this right. We ain't finna play with it, cause it's a lot of knowledge in this scripture, in this ancient scripture. All right, all right. Check this out. Where we left off at. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the knowledge, man. It ain't all about religion. You know what I'm saying? It's about knowledge and acknowledging the ancient scriptures. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta acknowledge the ancient scriptures, man. You can't just be one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in God. You gotta understand that we got prophets in this Bible. We got prophets in this Bible. Even though they remixed it, it's prophets in this Bible, man. You understand what I'm saying? Our people. And they had the knowledge to pass down throughout the world, knowing that this would be something that people would study to the end of time. Hit the like button. Last week we left off on Noah. And what people don't know about Noah and the ark is that God hated man. God hated that he created us and we just went wild. You know? God hated us so much that he said he was going to destroy all of us. All of us, and start over anew. He found favor in Noah. So looking at the way the world going now, who would he find favor in? What kind of people would he find favor in to save and not cause destruction? Because we are his creation. And to destroy it would be like saying, you know what, I don't want this no more. I'll throw it in the trash. And it is what it is. You can't get mad at me for throwing away something I don't use anymore, like an Xbox or a PlayStation. I'll throw it away. And if I feel like this food is nasty, I'll throw it away. I'll throw it away. If I created something and I don't, you know what I'm saying, want it anymore, I'll just let it go. Even though it's my creation. Some people are like that with their children. Even though they created you, you can turn out to be so vile and evil that you still love them, but you have to let them go. You know what I'm saying? That's cold in this one. I need to turn it. Let me turn the AC off. While I'm turning the AC off, hold on. It's already off, but it's going to kick back on in a minute. You understand me? Hold on, let me get this right. Bye, y'all. I live life day by day. I live life day by day. Please, oh, please don't take my tray. Please, oh, don't take my. I live life by day. Please don't take my pay. Please don't take my pay. I live life by day. Please don't take my pay. Please don't take my life. Please don't take my. I live my life by day. Please don't take my pay. Please don't take my life. Please don't kill my wife. Please don't kill my kids. Please just let me live. Please just take the loot. Please don't shoot. Please don't tie my hands. Please don't kill my man. Please oh please just let us live. Please, oh please don't get us killed. Please, oh please don't teach your child. Please, oh please don't screaming loud. I'm working hard for this money, so I got to up that fire. Live my life by day by day. Please, oh please don't take my place. Please, oh please don't take my life. Please, oh please don't kill my wife. I live life by day by day. Please, oh please don't take my place. Please, oh please don't kill my wife. Please, oh please don't take my. I live my. Nigga rob, nigga mad, can't vote. Just quit my job. Nigga rob, can't vote. I ain't in the streets no more. Why you wanna fuck with a nigga like Bo? Why you wanna steal from the niggas that's pro? Now I gotta let my niggas still low. Nigga rob me a little Charles, we gon' get that payback. Had to get my shit back. I ain't really got time for the chit chat. I'll show you what to do with the fire. Put it to your chest, about shoulder high. Now, pussy nigga, I don't play with the dead. Now, pussy nigga, gon' lay with the dead. And that's what he hated. The things that we bounce our head to, the things that we love to listen to and ride around and rob to and smoke to, and cheat on your girl with too. You know what I'm saying? All them things we ride around and listening to that. I created that song. Even though I curse in that song, you have to really listen to the lyrics though. I live my life by day. Please, oh, please don't take my pay. Please, oh, please don't take my life. Please, oh, please don't kill my wife. Please, oh, please don't kill my kids. Please, oh, please just let me live. Please, oh, please gonna get you killed. The submissive mind. The submissive mind will fall for anything. I've been a victim to that. I've been brainwashed. All of us are brainwashed. But the submissive mind will follow anything and believe anything. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear until it can be proven. So let's read the word. We left off at Noah. God was disgusted with humans. He said man, but it was humans, man and woman, because woman is from man, right? The gods were human-like. They had daughters from the daughters of men, human men, which created some good, astounding people and tyrants, evil people. And if we go back further into Genesis, because we starting in Genesis, right? So we go back to Adam and Eve, right? Let's go back to Adam and Eve. I'm sorry, I gotta go back. It's gonna be a long one today, baby. Okay. So we go to Cain and Abel. Adam and Eve, the descendants of Adam. Okay. Where is this at? Okay, here it is. When men began to multiply on the face of the land and daughters were born to them, because remember, the first children that were born were men, Adam and Eve. Not Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel. You understand what I'm saying? The first children that were born on the earth were men. And then the only woman on earth was Eve. Okay? The first children that were born from Eve were men. All right? Let's see, where is it at? I'm sorry, I'm looking for it. I lost my place. Yeah, I lost my place. I'm sorry. Ah, here we go. Is this it? No, that's the serpent. Okay, so here we go. And Adam gave name to all the livestock and all the birds, and the Lord caused the deep sleep. And Adam said, okay, yes, that's when he created man. That's when he created Eve, right? So that's the chronological order for that. Then Eve ran into the serpent, right? And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat from the trees of the garden, except the fruit from the tree which is in the middle of the garden. God has said, you shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said, man, please, man, don't listen to that nigga. He don't know what he talking about, man. And remember, when God cast the snake and the serpent on his belly, what do you mean you cast him to his belly to the end of days? So how was he before you cast him on his belly? After he tricked Eve and God seen that they were in the garden, uh, let's read it. For God knows that you, okay, you say, but the serpent said to the woman, you shall not surely die. For God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be open. I don't know what he was talking about. I'm just reading the scriptures, right? And when the woman saw that the tree was good for the for food and that it was delightful to look at and the tree to be desired in order to make one wise, she took of the fruit and ate. And she gave some also to her husband, and he ate. Whatever it is they ate, they weren't supposed to eat that. Hmm? Maybe somebody can, chime in on the chat and tell me what was it these guys ate, man. I really want to know. Whatever it was, it wasn't supposed to be eaten. Okay? Hold on. All right. Yeah. Let's put a little music on. So, when Adam ate it, both of their eyes were open and they knew they were naked. Huh? Uh, let's see. Hold on. Baby mama. All right, I'm back. Yo. Then both of their eyes were open, and they knew they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together to make themselves apron-like girdles. And they heard the sound of the Lord walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God among the trees. But the Lord said and called out to Adam, where are you? He said, I heard the sound of you walking in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked. So I hid. And he said, who told you you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree which I commanded you, you shall not? And the man said, the woman you gave to be with me, she gave me fruit from the tree, and I ate. And the Lord God said to the woman, what is this you have done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I ate. No accountability. From the beginning until the end. Okay? Let's get back. And this is something the ladies need to work on in the black community, man, because we gotta accept responsibility. When we do wrong, man, and we know we wrong, we have to accept that responsibility. You understand me? All right, let's move on. And the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" And the woman said, "The serpent, he beguiled me, and I ate from the tree." And the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, you are cursed above all. You are cursed above all animals and above all wild living things in the field. Upon your belly you shall go, and you shall eat dust and what it contains all the days of your life." Now, if you say to somebody and you have the power to curse them and to change them and to tell somebody that you're gonna forever from this day forward, you're cast to slide on your belly until the days at the end of the times, right? So that means he was standing upright, right? Talk to me, because he said the gods of the earth, the gods walked the earth. There were dinosaurs. Remember, we can prove that. There were also giants. They said it in the Bible. It's true. I've read it. Okay, so who's to say that the serpent wasn't man-like form? Who's to say the serpent that tricked Eve was not man-like? I don't know. I'm just asking why the Lord said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, you are cursed above all domestic animals, above every wild living thing of the field. Upon your belly you shall go, and you shall eat dust and what it contains all the days of your life." Right? That's what God cursed the serpent, the snake. Okay? But what did he curse the man and the woman? Because we had to be punished too, right? This is a rewind session. The man and the woman had to be punished for partaking in their responsibility of what causes the bull jive today. And what we're going through today is because of what happened in the beginning. And it will affect us to the end. If we don't get it together, we will not know how to adapt to what's coming. Revelations, man. Okay, so let's go back. He cursed the snake and told him he got to crawl on his belly for the rest of his life. Right? The snake got to crawl on his belly for the rest of his life. Okay, let's go. Now he said, and I will put enmity. Y'all got to tell me what this word means. Hold on, let me. I'm a victim of using Google because I don't have a dictionary. When it was back in the days when you wanted to find out what a word meant, you had to get a dictionary. But now you can use Google. So that's why I make fun of you 2023 Google head mother lovers. Because y'all Google anything. Y'all don't Google facts and try to Google words and definitions and history. Y'all Google celebrities. I'm Googling what does enmity mean? Enmity. What does this mean? The definition of enmity: the state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. Enmity. Enmity. The state or feeling of being actively what? I can't read it backwards. The state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. Okay? Enmity. God said he will cause enmity between who? You wonder why you can't get along with your girl. You wonder why your girl always nagging and beefing with you. You wonder why it's snakes out here. Snake ass niggas, snake ass women. Excuse my French. We're grown. Like I said, I don't do that religion, but I do believe in God. And these are the ancient scriptures that were remixed by the Europeans, but they did take our ancient scriptures. But this is the chronological order, and the sins of our father are in this book. So look, if our prophets are in this book, we have to study this book. They took our prophets and remixed it and put it in this book. We know the scriptures that are written by the Europeans because those are the Psalms. When they mention names and chronological orders of things that happened, these are ancient scriptures they took from. The imagery, the parables, that's for Psalms. Shakespeare-like. But the punishment, man. The reason men put up with women and the reason women do what they do today is in the beginning. It's in the book. It's in the book, man. If you want to hide something from a who? A nigga. What you do? You put it in a what? A book. Because niggas don't read no more. Okay, so now, like I said, the Lord said to the woman, what did you do? And the woman said, it was the snake. He outwitted me. He beguiled me. He deceived me. He tricked me. He tricked me. So he stopped looking at the woman. He looked at the snake. He's like, oh, yeah? I curse you on your belly for the rest of to the end of times to eat dust. So that means he had to be upright in human-like form. You can't convince me no more. I mean, it's here. If I curse you and cast you to hell, that's what it is. But if I say I'm going to change your face into a donkey and you're going to walk around here looking like a donkey and I can really do that with my powers, you will look like a donkey. They'll call you Donkey Man. I'll call you Donkey Kong. Okay? So now, and I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will bruise and tread your head underfoot, and you will lie and wait and bruise his heel. So God know we beefing with each other. That's our curse. We have to put up with it. We have to learn how to adapt. We have to learn each other. We don't learn each other. We don't know each other. We are different. We are two different entities. We too different. We put this shit out. Shout out to Snoop Dogg for quitting smoking. I'm on a mission. I'm trying to get there. I'll meet you at the top. Listen. This is our curse. This is the woman's curse and this is the man's curse. He put enmity between us two. Because you fell for the snake, and then you brought that back to me and I fell for it. That's why women can get men to do anything they want them to do. And we fall for it. Dude, okay. And we always beefing with them, ain't we? Going through it with the kids, child support, court cases, legitimization. Who's the head of the household? Who's going to discipline these kids? Is these my kids? Is this my son? Is this my daughter? Hold on where I'm about to go now. Y'all gonna be like, part twice, man. Come on, man. Don't do that, man. You playing with the Lord word, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all, hell, you say y'all don't even read the Bible. So how do you even know what's going on? You don't even know what's going on because you don't even know you don't. I'm telling you things that you don't even know, and everybody know about. Only thing people know about Genesis is God created the heavens and earth. Then He created woman and I mean Adam, and then He created woman Eve. They don't know the chronological order of anything about it. They don't know that He created the fish first. They don't know that God created the stars first. They don't know that He created all these things first. The trees, the land, the hills, the mountains, everything that we inhabit. He created all that first. Then, after He created the seas and the fish and the birds, He created man. And after He created man, He seen that man was what? Alone. And he said no man should be alone. So He created what? The animals, the beasts of the earth. He created the dogs, man's best friend. He created the cats. He created the bears, the lions, the tigers. Oh my. And it was not suffice. So what else did He say? Well, I got something for you. Go to sleep, son. And when he woke up, man, he had a baddie sitting right there. Call it what you want. That's what it is. A helpmate. Help me till the land. God say you have dominion over all. You can name everything on earth. And Adam named everything on earth. And when he finally got to his last creation, he named Eve woman. And he said, you are woman because you are from my rib. You are from a man. And everything was peace. They were butt booty naked. You had lions playing with rabbits, and rabbits and lions and tigers laying with you in the grass. Everything was at peace, and there was no animosity. People don't understand that He gave instructions on what to eat, and everything was from trees in the land. Where was nobody supposed to eat meat. Nobody was supposed to eat meat. And even He told Noah, if you look at the chronological order of what He said, He told Noah, listen, I'm going to destroy the earth. So get you, your wife, and your son and his wife, and y'all take all your animals. Two. The number two is significant in life, better than one, because it takes two. You need man and woman to reproduce. Just one will not do it, okay? So now you take all the animals one by one and get the male and female of every animal in the world that you named. Everybody's at peace. There's nobody trying to kill each other because they getting on the ark because everything is at peace, right? But then He destroyed everything, man. And all the people that didn't believe Noah, He's like, okay. And when the rain came, that's what I'm gonna get to you. But He destroyed everything because people were evil. People had so much snake in them. People crossing out, mom. People crossing their brother. Cain killed Abel. Who is Cain? And why did they cast him out? And after Eve had Cain and Abel died, she had Seth. So we are descendants of Seth because let's look and see if Abel had children. And is Cain Adam's son? Or was it the snake's son? I don't know. I want to go back into the Bible and see if that's the reason that we have good and bad in us. Because Cain and Abel were brothers, sons of Eve. And Cain killed Abel. Jealous hearted niggas, haters. Real hater. That's my blood. That's my flesh. That's my blood. But is that my father's son? Can you blame Cain for killing something that's half breed of you? I don't know if that was not his full blood brother, but I know that God cast the serpent on his belly. So why how was he before you cast him on his belly, people? Was he upright? Was he walking on all like legs like us? Was he man like? Did he look like a man? Oh, women love snakes. That snake, you want that snake. The snake like tendencies. Cain, cross you out. You my brother, man. I would never cross you out. Well, you going out of town tonight? Damn, boy, I wish I can go. All right, boy, I'm gonna holler at you, man. You know, I got the little shooby dooby over here, baby. We finna go get lit, you know what I'm saying? All right, boy, I'm gonna hit you. Yeah, as soon as that nigga leave, you breaking in the man's house. Your own brother. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when you need. Want some coke, have some weed. You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, thick and thin. I'm your pusher, man. Snakes, they smiling in your face all the time. They wanna take your place. Them backstabbers, backstabbers. Jealousy is a felony to me. Boom, boom, boom. So he cast the snake to his belly for the end of time. You can't tell me he wasn't standing erectus, standing up tall, tricked Eve. The snake, he did it. He beguiled me. The snake was a man. The snake was a man, a slickster. You know all these slicksters out here think they slick, cross your eye, smiling in your. A smile is a frown turned upside down. You know, I don't always smile. I have to know you to smile with you. People think I'm antisocial, so I don't give out fake smiles. So if I smile, I know you. I like comedy, so I like to laugh, but you will never know that if you don't know me, because I don't smile. People think I'm sad. Throw them off. Throw them off. Don't let them see what you feeling. You know, if you sad, look happy. If you happy, look sad. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so he put enmity between the man and woman. That was our curse. To the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply your grief and your suffering in pregnancy and in the pains of childbearing. With spasms of distress, you will bring forth children. Yet your desire and craving will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. Now, what that mean, man? You're going to give her suffering of pregnancy. So when you have the baby, it's painful. That's why women shouldn't get C-sections, because that's your duty. You're being selfish by not having the child. Now, if it's the doctor's like, man, we can't, and that's an option that you can use. But your punishment and our punishment is ongoing. I can't get out of my punishment because there's nothing you can tell a woman. She's gonna always be uh, that way towards me because it's enmity between man and woman naturally by God. There's nothing we can do about that. That's our curse for falling for the snake's trick. But the snake is still out there. These snakes, and you wonder why people have to watch and do their homework on people, man. Because I believe Cain was fathered by the snake, but we can't prove it. We just have to read and interpret and find out when we die. if that's possible. So, but if you read, like, if I cursed you on your belly to the end of time, to crawl on, and that's your punishment. That's not Adam's punishment. He's still a man. And that's not Eve's punishment. She's still a woman. Humans, uh, aliens, extraterrestrial. You don't believe in those either? Okay. Other life forms. The gods walked the earth and had children with the women. Giants walked the earth. We had dinosaurs. We have parts of the ocean that will never be explored and cannot be reached. We have one galaxy that we live in. It contains all these planets in the solar system. But there are trillions of galaxies other than ours out there. Just look up in the sky and just know that on the other side of that star, there's somebody looking at that same star. Please trust and believe me, man. If you can believe in God, you can believe that God, they say God say anything through Christ is possible. He broke bread and fed the masses. All these miracles you don't believe, so just tear it out the Bible. But just know that these are basic instructions before leaving Earth, man. This is how you can survive a relationship. If your husband abides by these basic laws, he'll be a good man. And if you abide by these basic laws, you'll be a good woman and you'll raise your household successfully. You'll know that you're going to always have enmity for each other. It's always going to be that. Okay? To the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply your grief and your suffering in pregnancy. And I'm going to tell you this. This is why a lot of females and a lot of males are atheists now. Because if you don't believe in God, you don't have to follow the scriptures. You don't have to acknowledge and accept the responsibility that we have to go through these type of pains. All I know is pain, pain, pain. You know what I'm saying? So, that y'all stream part twice on all platforms. Uh, I don't regret none of the music I made because that was the life I lived, and I rapped about it because that's what I grew up listening to. But as you get older, man, you see, you can never stop loving what it sounds like, even though you know it's wrong to listen to it. Even though you know it's wrong to listen to it. It still sounds good, don't it, man? Please, oh, please don't take my, I live my life, I take my day. Please, oh, please don't take my pay. Please, oh, please don't take my life. Please, oh, please don't kill my wife. Please, oh, please don't kill my kids. Please, oh, please just let me live. Please, oh, please just take the loot. Please, oh, please don't shoot. Please, oh, please don't tie my hands. Please, oh, please don't kill my man. Please, oh, please just let us live. Please, oh, please don't get us killed. Please, oh, please don't take your child. Please, oh, please, I'm screaming loud. I'm working hard for this money, so I got to up that fire. Live my life by day by day. Please, oh, please don't take my pay. Please, oh, please don't take my life. Please, oh, please don't kill my wife. I live life by day by day. Please, oh, please don't take my pay. Please, oh, please don't kill my wife. Please, oh, please don't take my. I live my. Nigga raw, nigga mask, can't fuck. Just quit my job, nigga mask, can't fuck. I ain't in the streets no more. Why you wanna fuck with a nigga like Bo? I ain't wanna steal from a nigga that's poor. Now I gotta let my niggas them know. Nigga raw, nigga. We gon' get that payback. Gotta get my shit back. I ain't really got time for the chit chat. I'll show you what to do with the fire. Put it to your chest, now shoulder high. Now pussy nigga, I don't play with the dead. Now pussy nigga, gon' lay with the dead. See, that type of thing right there, if you really listen to that song, it's a song about getting robbed in a house with my children, my wife, my homeboy in the house with me. We playing PlayStation together and niggas coming that bitch with the gang bang. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh shit. Please, oh please don't kill my kids. They ain't got nothing to do with this here. Thank God they there for just the money and the drugs and not no bodies. Sometimes them shits be hits. And it was like, fuck it, we might as well get everything anyway. But you was really a hit. And sometimes people had that snake in them. And it wasn't starting out to be a hit. But he just don't like you because don't got no reason not to like you. You just a hell of a nigga. You a hell of a nigga, man. Yeah, you got all the females, the money, the cars, the clothes. You got your children in the house, man, with your main old lady. She know you got gals out there on the side, man. You know what I'm saying? She don't care shit, man. As long as you taking care of me and not beating on me, and I'm number one. When I'm beefing and we got enmity, and you don't want to deal with my shit, you go over there and get your yang. I ain't tripping, cause guess what? She ain't getting the number one. She ain't got the luxury. She ain't driving all the cars. She ain't got access to the bank account. She ain't got none of this shit. When you die, I'm getting all of this here. And my children is getting the insurance money. You ain't getting nothing but some memories. And maybe a child out of it. If I'm smart, I'm gonna understand that this is my punishment. His punishment is to put up with my enmity. God created man and said he is not meant to be alone. So what happens to Big Mama when she turns 50, 60 and goes through menopause, man? And don't even like sex no more. Granddaddy 50, 60 can still have children if he wants to. Still want to have sex if he wants to. Love sex. Love the woman. Love it. We are visualists. We named everything in the world. That's why men that don't name their children, man, you're missing out. You're supposed to name, you give your child his name. That's why we have our last names of our fathers, not our mothers. This is how it's meant to be. It's here. The punishments. And to Adam, he said, because you have listened and given heed to the voice of your wife and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat of it, the ground is under a curse because of you. The ground is under curse because of you. The ground, man. The pavement we walk on. The hills, the water, the trees that grow out of it. The land that he gave us to till and have dominion over. Because you have listened and given heed to the voice of your wife and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, saying, ye shall not eat of it. The ground is under a curse because of you. In sorrow and toil shall you eat of the fruits of it all the days of your life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth for you, and you shall eat the plants of the field. In the sweat of your face shall you eat bread until it return to the ground. For out of it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you shall return. The man called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. For Adam and for his wife, the Lord God made long coats, tunics, and clothed them. And the Lord God said, Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Therefore, the Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden in the flaming sword. So this is really wicked. Cain and Abel. And Adam knew Eve as his wife, and she became pregnant and bore Cain. After that incident that he cast the snake on his belly for the rest of his life, you can't tell me he wasn't man for him. He caught her in the garden, he tricked her. He beguiled me, he tricked me. You know, that snake slick, slide up on you, you know what I'm saying? Man, that nigga can't do you like me, man. Let me show you something. No. Man, listen, man, you know you want this dick. Stop playing hard to get, man. Let me just put the tip in. That's rape. How many of you youngsters done raped the girl before? I ain't trying to be funny. Unintentional rape. Like, how many of y'all ever told a girl, let me just stick the tip in? And she was like, no, but she kept letting you kiss her. Y'all like 12, 11, 12 years old. Y'all sneaking off in the cut. Y'all done finally got alone for probably about maybe 30 minutes to an hour. You got all by yourself. Y'all mama or y'all whoever guardian done messed up or they just don't care. And you talking about, damn, let me take the tip in. No, you both of y'all naked. Both of y'all butt ass naked. She done got that far. She wanna do it, but she scared. You wanna do it, but you don't know how to do it. You ain't never got none before. Oh yeah, so you like, just let me put the tip in. Cause you've been playing with yourself all year. Maybe I don't know when you niggas started playing with yourself, but you know what it feel like just to hit the tip. And then you just put the tip in, you know you're gonna be able to push in if you get the tip in. Or we don't know to get it wet or nothing. We just trying to get it dry. Let me put the tip in. That's why it's so painful. So that's rape. I'm sorry. I done said let me put the tip in before. We butt ass naked though. I done kissed on the titties for about 30 minutes. You know, I'm one of them. How, you know, that's how you get them, you know. When you young, that's all you know is kissing titties. You don't know about eating no, ugh, that's nasty. With them titties, we'll kiss, because we used to doing that to mama. So that's what we know. Just let me stick the tip in. That's all. You know it feel good. You know you want this girl. You put the tip in and you, oh, stop. Okay, oh. Now it's on. You know, bust the cherry. Now she loving it. And she want it all the time. She was just scared. But then you niggas keep doing that with that state of mind. And when the girl say no, it's supposed to be no. And now here comes a situation where you got the girl, she really wants you to stop. And you like, man, you know you want this. You just let me put the tip in. No. Yeah, after you say, let me put the tip in, she still saying no and she trying to fight you. Man, get your ass up. Don't rape no woman, man. Listen, kids didn't know they was raping girls, man. They didn't know it was called rape. They just knew the girl wanted to have sex and we wanted to have sex. She scared and we know they scared. So we trying to convince them. Man, we kissing them on their neck. That's why girls get this. Don't put no hickey on my neck. They love it though. They love it. To this day, girls love getting kissed on their neck and kissed on their ear. Come on, man. He beguiled me. He tricked me. That's how they tricked you. And I'm telling you, Cain is the product of the snake. But we can't prove it because they didn't say it exactly, but they gave you a hint. They gave it to you. So, he put enmity between us, man. So we got to know that it's automatic beef and tension between you and your girl. Even if y'all had the best relationship, y'all can have the best relationship in the world, and you and your girl will go through enmity because it's natural to be that. And now it's more than ever because of the feminist movement, right? And they made it to seem like we're equal and that they should have, and I'm cool with women, what I'm saying, getting they just due because times have changed and it's different now. And because it's changed, we can't live by the Bible. That's fraudulent. You should not go by that. But that's the state of mind that people go, oh, we ain't living in the old times no more. You don't have to live in the old times no more to have a state of mind of the way it should be. See, we got it to where it should be and the way it is. The way it is backwards. And people do not want to reverse it because it doesn't benefit them. When God killed and destroyed all of the people on the earth that were wicked and build the Noah's Ark, you do have to understand that everybody that was on the ark, including Noah, are still descendants of Cain. So you have that good blood in you, and you got that snake blood in you. But you don't. Some people have more of the Cain in them, and some people have more of the Seth in them. You see, Seth repopulated the earth too. So it's not Cain and Abel, it's Cain and Seth blood that you got running through you. So let's look at this. And the Lord said to him, therefore, if anyone kills Cain, because he cast him out, because Cain killed Abel. You understand me? Let me see something. Okay, yeah. And she became pregnant and bore Cain. And she said, I got a man from God. And next, she gave birth. And see, this is crazy. They had Cain, and then next she gave birth to Abel, the little brother. I don't know how far apart they were, but Abel was the little brother, all right? So we don't know how old Cain was, right, when the little brother was born, Adam's son, right? Let's say my scenario is what really happened, man, because usually it is the most extreme thing you can think, right? Like, if the Bible has all these mythical characters in them, that's a hell of a idea of thinking that a man can be cursed and his arms are gone, his legs turn into one, and he just becomes one little slithering thing, and he's cursed to crawl on his belly to the end of times because of what he did to the woman. He tricked her and did something to her to make her go back with Adam and tricked him. And God cursed all three of them individually. And the snake's curse was to crawl on his belly. The woman's curse was the pregnancy and the pains. And the man's curse was the earth no longer produces magic for us. It's distraught. The hurricanes, the floods, the wars that we go through, the separation of land, nigga. The earth is causing us. The earth is cursed. The earth is cursed, and also he punished us with being hostile towards one another. He said the man and the woman will now have enmity between each other. Enmity. He say in Adam, he said, because you have listened and given heed to the voice of your wife, you have eaten of the tree in which I have commanded you. You shall not eat of it, and the ground is cursed because of you. In sorrow and toil shall you eat of the fruits of all the days of your life. He said, I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring, and her offspring. He will bruise and tread and head underfoot, and you will lie in wait and bruise and heal. And to the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply your grief and your suffering in pregnancy and in the pains of childbearing. With spasms and distress, you will bring forth children, yet your desire and craving will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. He will rule over you. Okay? So that was our punishment, man. So we have to understand that that's what we going through. With your girl, if she tripping, I mean, I don't know why she be tripping. It's our punishment.
I live life day by day.
It's our punishment, okay? Now, let's fast forward, man, because I done went too far into this. But I just wanted to say that because that's something to think about. It's something to really think about, man. If you really believe in the Bible, like you say you believe in the Bible. Everybody that believe in the Bible, hit the like button. Raise your hand while you're watching me. And the Lord said to Noah, come with all your household into the ark, for I have seen you be righteous, upright, and in right standing before me in this generation. Of every clean beast you shall receive and take with you 7 pairs, the male and female, his mate, and the beasts that are not clean, a pair of each, a male and his mate. Also of the birds in the air, 7 pairs. 7 pairs. That means there were more than 7 pairs of everything that was on the earth. It was different types of creatures out there that we would never ever know about, or probably still in the ocean or somewhere in another galaxy. But if they were destroyed, they had to fly away somewhere. They had to go somewhere under the waters. It was different types of beasts out there, things that we'll never know what was created, maybe when we die. But he said only 7 pairs, just 7. And the beasts that are unclean, you bring a pair. Why you got so many different types of cats and so many different types of gorillas and so many different types of lions, cats, and tigers and leopards and all in the cat family. 7 pairs, all these different birds. You know how many birds, different breeds of birds that we got now? But it started with 7 pairs. There were more other breeds out there. Breeds coming back. For in 7 days I will cause it to rain upon the earth, 40 days and for 40 nights. And every living substance and thing that I have made I will destroy, blot out, and wipe away from the face of the earth. And Noah did all that the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters came upon the earth. And Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him went into the ark because of the waters of the flood, of clean animals and of animals that are not clean, and of birds and fowls, and of everything that creeps on the ground, including the snake. 7 pairs. There were and two with Noah into the ark, and male and female, and God commanded Noah. And after the 7 days, the flood waters came. And in the year 600 of Noah's life. In the 17th day in the second month, the same day, all the fountains of the great deep were broken and burst forth, and windows of floodgates and heavens were opened, and the rains, and it rained upon the earth 40 days and for 40 nights. And on the very same day, Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth and the sons of Noah and Noah's wife and the three wives of his son with them went into the ark, and they, every wild beast according to its kind, and the livestock according to their kind, every moving and thing that creeps on the land according to its kind, and every fowl according to its kind. And they went into the ark two and two, of all flesh and breath and spirit of life. And they that entered, male and female, went into God had commanded Noah, and the Lord shut him in and closed the door round about him. The flood, that is the downpour of the rain, was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bore up to the ark, and it was lifted high above the land, and the waters became mighty and increased greatly upon the land, and the ark went gently floating upon the surface of the waters. And the waters prevailed so exceedingly, and was so mighty upon the earth, that all the high hills, whole sky were covered. In fact, the waters became 15 cubits higher, and the high hills were covered. All flesh ceased to breathe that moved upon the earth, fowls and birds, tame animals, wild beasts, all swimming, swarming, and creeping things that swam and crept upon the land, and all mankind, everything on the dry land, in whose nostrils were the breath and spirit, life, dead. God destroyed, blotted out every living thing that was upon the face of the earth, man and animal, and the creeping things, and the birds of the heaven were destroyed, blotted out from the land. Only Noah remained alive, and those who were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Hey, listen, and God earnestly remembered Noah and every living thing, and all the animals that were with him in the ark. And God made the wind blow over the land, and water sank down and abated. Also the fountains of the deep and the windows of the heavens were closed. The gushing rain from the sky was checked, and the waters receded, from the land continuously. At the end of 150 days, the waters had diminished. On the 17th day, the seventh month of the ark came to rest on the mountains of, how you pronounce this? Ararat. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. In Armenia. And the waters continued to diminish until the 10th month of the first day of the 10th month, to the tops of hills were seen. And the end of another 40 days, Noah opened the window of the ark. So he waited a whole another 40 days before he opened that thing up. Well, he wanted to be sure, right? He sent forth the dove to see if the waters had decreased from the surface of the ground. But the dove found no resting place on which to roost, and she returned to him to the ark, for the waters were yet on the face of the whole land. So he put forth his hand and drew her to him into the ark. He waited another 7 days after that, and again sent forth the dove. And the dove came back to him in the evening, and behold, in her mouth was a newly sprouted and freshly plucked olive leaf. That's why I love olives so much. I don't know. So Noah knew that the waters had subsided from the land. Then he waited another 7 days and sent forth the dove, but she did not return to him anymore. She found her a spot. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, where did I leave off? And the dove came back. Okay, in the year 601 of Noah's life, on the first day of the first month, the waters were drying up from the land. And Noah removed the covering from the ark and looked, and behold, the surface of the ground was drying. And then the 27th day of the second month, The land was entirely dry, and God spoke to Noah, saying, Go forth from the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives with you. Bring forth every living thing that is with you, all the flesh, birds and beasts, and every creeping thing that creeps around on the ground, that they may breed abundantly on the land and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his wife and his sons and their wives with him, after being on the ark 1 year and 10 days. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kinds went forth of the ark. And Noah built the altar of the Lord and took every clean four-footed animal and every clean fowl or bird and offered burnt offerings on the altar. When the Lord smelled the pleasing odor, the scent of the satisfaction of his heart, the Lord said to himself, I will never again curse the ground because of man. For the imagination, the strong desire of man's heart is evil and wicked from his youth. Neither will I ever again smite and destroy every living thing as I have done, while the earth remains seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. And God pronounced a blessing upon Noah and his sons and said, hey, let me rewind that. Noah built the altar to the Lord and took every clean four-footed animal and every clean fowl or bird and offered burnt offerings on the altar. What's a burnt offering? Let's do a Google head search. Burnt offering. Let's see what that say. A burnt offering in Judaism is a form of sacrifice, first described in the Hebrew Bible. Now remember, the Hebrew Israelites, that's us. They took that land from Palestine. I'm sorry. They took that land from Palestine. Y'all took that land from us. Y'all took the land from Palestine. They want it back. I'm sorry. I don't agree with the killing, but there's a cause and effect for everything that happens in the world. That's why they don't like the minister, because he is pro-Palestine. They don't like a lot of people because they pro-Palestine. And they know the history between Israel and Palestine. And they know that the war is because they want their land back. It's their original land. A burnt offering in Judaism is a form of sacrifice first described in the Hebrew Bible as a tribute to God. A burnt offering was entirely burnt on the altar. This is a contrast to other forms of sacrifice, which is partly burnt and most of it eaten in communion and sacrificial meal. But you're not supposed to eat meat. They said it in the Bible. God instructed us what to eat. But he gave us dominion over land, over everything on the earth. So when they cook this meat and it smelled good, pleasant to God, but not because of we wanted to eat it, it smelled good to man too. If it smelled good to God, you know it smelled good to man. You got this thing on the grill, boy. God damn, ooh, that smell good. Because it smell good don't mean it is. You know, but you got dominion to do whatever you want to these animals. Do that make it right? People have children and say, I know my mama done said it. I don't give a damn what the police say. You can't tell me how to raise my kid. If I want to whoop them, I'm going to whoop them. Ain't it? Ain't your mama said that there? I don't care about what a nigga say. You can't tell me how to raise my kids. And you might raise your kids wrong. You might smoke in front of your children. You might twerk in front of your children. You might sell drugs in front of your children. You might cuss your man out in front of your children. That there is a sin. But we are like that by what nature? We have enmity between each other. So the burnt offerings, Yeah, burnt offering, just because they put the meat on the fire, on the grill, man, don't mean you gotta eat it, man. Yeah, you ain't supposed to eat the meat off the grill, man. You supposed to just sacrifice it. That's what it's for, a sacrifice. Uh, because if it's a sacrifice, that means, that's a great loss. You just killed an animal. Y'all sacrificing so many animals and ingesting so much sacrifice that it's not right for the body. And that's why man don't live as long. And now we got, uh, even for the vegetarians can't live long now because everything is cloned now. Man is gone mad. There's no natural fruits or vegetables. If it is, I need to know where they at. What y'all say, the whole food stores? I never had grapes that tasted like cotton candy until I got out the federal penitentiary. And that lets me know that they playing with the seeds and they splicing the weed. They mixing the weed from different strains. Everything is unnatural now. It's nothing natural. People had one ingredient foods back in those days. The rice from the field, the corn from the field, the apples from the trees, the oranges from the trees, the beans from the ground, the sprouts. Everything grew from the ground and the trees. That's what we were meant to eat from. Vegetarian lifestyle. Then people adapted it to a Mediterranean lifestyle, which I don't think we should eat the fish. But it suffice if that's what you want to do. Because why? He gave us dominion over land. Even when Jesus broke bread with the bread and the fish, you never seen him eat it. You never seen him eat the fish. He broke bread with them, fed the masses because they're used to eating meat. So if somebody comes to my house, even though I'm a vegetarian, I know how to cook. I'm gonna cook some steak for them if that's what they eat. What you want to eat? You want some chicken wings? I'm gonna cook some chicken wings for them, and then I'm gonna make my food. I'm gonna make some stir fried rice for me. You know what I'm saying? Throw a couple egg rolls in the oven. You know, cordial. I'm giving the people what they do. I can't knock you for eating meat. You know, so uh, man, I'm having a good time doing these Bible studies. Y'all got to hit the like button because I'm bringing y'all something that y'all not really looking at. So we got the burnt offerings. It's not meant to be eaten. It's a tribute to God entirely. You got to burn the meat entirely. You can't just burn it till it's well done or medium rare. You have to burn the meat entirely through and through. You have to burn the burnt offering entirely through and through. You cannot eat the meat. They are cloning the meat now. It's not really meat no more. So you really eating something toxic. It's not meant to be eaten. The meat is not meant to be eaten. It's for sacrifice. That's why man God let man have dominion over the land, man, entirely. So that's what people start going into eating meat after the burnt after the burnt offerings, right? After God told Noah to do the burnt offerings, that's when we start eating meat. Because why? God said it smelled pleasant to him. But if it smells pleasant to God, boy, put them real, boy, them things, woo, let me taste that. You know what I'm saying? So now, when you do the sacrifice, they say this is a contrast to other forms of sacrifice. Because I told you, uh, you got two different types of people, good and bad. Some people do things for the bad, man, and they had wicked sacrifices, which is partly burnt, not entirely burnt, and most of it eaten in a communion at a sacrificial meal. You're not supposed to do that, all right? Work with me. All right. So okay, so that was some good information right there, man. He made Noah, sacrifice some of that for me. And there it is. I believe that is when man started eating meat. Because once you let the beast off the boat and you burn some of them and everybody smells it, if you go to a barbecue, you might have just ate. You might have just ate, man. You ain't even hungry. But boy, as soon as you smell it, ooh, that shit smell good, man. Where is that? Let me get a plate. Take to the crib. All right, boy, go ahead, boy. You can eat anytime. Yeah, yeah, man. You got some coleslaw. You got some potato salad. What y'all drinking? God damn, you asking too much now. God damn. I let you get a plate. Hungry. Now you want to drink up all my drink. Anytime somebody cooking anything, you can walk in a gal house and she frying chicken. I'm a vegetarian and I smell that. I be like, I get hungry. Because it smells good. I used to eat meat. Yeah, I used to eat meat. Hit the like button, man. Shit, it makes you hungry. So after the burnt offerings, that's when we start eating meat. We breaking it down chronological order. We breaking it down now. We established we got enmity between me and our gal. Right? That ain't never gonna change. We gonna have to find out a way to work it out, baby. You know why it ain't gonna change? Because the man is the boss. But you got the woman that always gonna try to be the boss. Even if she make more money than you. But it's not naturally right for her to rule over a man. It's only right for a man to rule over a woman. You have to submit, even when you have sex. You can be on top, but you still have to let me enter you. That's a form of submission. A man should not be pierced unless it's through surgery. You should not have nothing enter you or cut you or nothing unless it's through surgery, unless you letting the dentist go in your mouth, putting his finger, you ain't supposed to submit. Mentally or physically. Mentally or physically. So we have a disconnect. Many things that we do, we're not even supposed to be doing right now. We're not supposed to be eating, consuming meat. Those are for sacrifice. Burnt entirely. Uneatable. You ever been to a barbecue and nigga burnt all the meat? Man, like, what you doing, man? You can't even eat that. It's a sacrifice to God. Unintentionally. Not supposed to eat them anyway. He was there and created before us. He knew we was going to start eating them because he knew after the burnt sacrifice, we was going to smell what he smelled. Okay? Now, let's see. All right, so here you go, right here. Yeah, and Noah built an altar unto the Lord, yeah, and took every clean fowl, 4-footed animal, and every clean fowl or bird, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. So he let everybody, all the lions, they smell that shit. Ooh, woo. Shit. He ain't burn no monkeys. He ain't burn no monkeys, 4-legged animals. The dogs, they burnt dogs too. You wonder why Orientals eat the dogs. Every animal a man will try to eat. You got man trying to eat turtle, they'll eat rabbit, possum, snake, dolphin meat, any monkey brain. Man will eat any type of meat as long as you can cook it. Sometimes not even cook, raw. So when the Lord smelled the pleasing odor, a scent of satisfaction to his heart, the Lord said to himself, I will never again curse the ground because of man, for the imagination, the strong desire of man's heart is evil. The imagination of a man's heart is evil. Hmm? Evil. The strong desire of a man's heart is evil and wicked from his youth. Neither will I ever again smite and destroy. Listen, when you young, you don't care about nothing. Youngsters commit some of the most heinous crimes in the world because their brains ain't even developed. So, you witnessing all whatever you around, man, you gonna really soak it in if you young, right? That's why you get your son or your daughter into gymnastics when they 4 or 5, or get them playing piano when they 4 or 5, because their brains are like sponges at that time. Yeah, they're sponges. And God pronounced the blessing upon Noah and his sons. Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth, and fear of you and dread and terror of you shall be upon every beast of the land, every bird of the air, all that creeps upon the ground, and all the fish in the sea that are delivered into your hand. So now when you see a bird, they ain't gonna stay there. They gonna, you see a dog, you say, get out of here, that dog, unless he a vicious dog and done been through some shit and don't give a fuck. But as soon as you pull that gun out and fire that, bah, that dog's and run off. Same as a lion. He can be creeping and hunting you. You see the safari, they ride by in the truck. They know not to. They got them guns. Bah! That lion, you ain't got to kill it. Shoot on the ground a couple times. Maybe hit it a couple times. He gonna run off once he feel that bullet. You shoot on the ground, he might wait. Try to creep up on you again. But you pop it back. Pow! He gone. What was that? So the animals fear us. They more scared. A snake is more scared of us than it is of you. Than you are of him. Huh? Now hold on. I'm finna show you. Every moving thing lives shall be food for you. As I gave you the green vegetables and plants, I give you everything. He said, okay, you can go on and eat it now. I gave you the plants and the vegetables, but now you have everything. It's up to you. You can eat it. That's why the lives are shortening now. Okay? And God pronounces blessings. And the fear of you and the dread and terror of you shall be upon every beast of the land, every bird of the air, all that creeps upon the ground, and all the fish of the sea. They are delivered into your hand. Remember the way it should be and the way it is. Every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. As I gave you the green vegetables and the plants, I give you everything. Every living thing. So when you talk bad about Oriental people eating dogs and cats, you have to understand that it is allowed by God. When you eat your dolphin meat and you eat your monkey brain and you eat your alligator meat and you eat your rabbit, coon, possum, whatever it is, it's just the same as eating a dog and a cat. But we don't know that is nasty because we think that dogs and cats are nasty. They're pets. Why would you eat a dog? Oh my God, no, not my dog. But don't leave that dog over there in Japan or China or Vietnam, anywhere in those Oriental countries. They eat bats, any kind of meat on the earth. If it has flesh, they'll eat you. Cannibals. Our body and our teeth are not designed to ingest meat. Our intestines are not built to ingest it, but we can ingest it because we are gods. Every moving thing that lives shall be food. He are telling this is what he is telling the descendants of Noah. Before Noah, we were all vegetarians. We ate from the trees and the ground. People live to be, but now you can't even do that no more because they playing with the vegetables and they playing with every god thing on thing that grows from the earth. They playing with it. The ground is cursed. But you shall not eat flesh with the life of it, which is its blood. Raw animals. When you like your steak rare. Ugh. I used to work in a little restaurant, man, when I was on my work release, man. Man, you'd be surprised, man. Them people coming in, I don't want you, I just want you to put it on the stove for about 5 seconds on this side, and then flip it over and put it on there for about 10 seconds on that side, and cut it down the middle and serve it to me raw. Ugh, man, you got people eat their steaks like that. They just want you to warm it up. I want all the blood. I want it dripping. You got them cannibals out there still to this day. Medium. Why you want your steak? Medium, rare, or well done? They got options. Okay. All right. So surely for your lifeblood, I will require an accounting. From every beast I will require it, and from every man who spills another lifeblood, I will require a reckoning. Whoever sheds man blood by man shall his blood be shed. For image of God he made man. And you be fruitful and multiply, bring forth abundantly on the earth and multiply on it. The God spoke to Noah and to his sons. I say God, I say then God spoke to Noah and to his sons with him, just them, saying, Behold, I establish my covenant or pledge with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, whether the birds, the livestock, or the wild beasts of the earth along with you, as many as came out of the ark, every animal on the earth, I will establish my covenant or pledge with you. Never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood. Neither shall there ever again be a flood to destroy the earth and make it corrupt. And God said, This is the token of the covenant, a pledge which I am making between me and you and every living creature that is with you for all future generations. I set my bow, my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be a token or a sign of a covenant or solemn pledge between me and the earth. And it shall be that when I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow is seen in the clouds, I will earnestly remember my covenant or solemn pledge which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters will no more become a flood to destroy and make all flesh corrupt. So when you see the rainbow from now on, just remember that rainbow was a sign of a covenant that God made with Noah and his sons, saying that he would never destroy the earth by flood again. By flood again. But the earth is cursed. When the rainbow in the clouds and I look upon it, I will earnestly remember the everlasting covenant or pledge between God and every living creature, all flesh upon the earth. And God said to Noah, the rainbow is a token or a sign, a covenant, a solemn pledge which I have established between me and the flesh upon the earth. The sons of Noah who went forth from the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan, born later. These are the three sons of Noah, and from them were the whole earth overspread and stocked with inhabitants. And Noah began to cultivate the grounds, and he planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine and became drunk, and he was uncovered and lay naked in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, glanced at and saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brothers outside. So Shem and took the garment and laid it upon his shoulders of both and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they did not see their father's nakedness. When Noah awoke from the wine, he knew the thing which his youngest son had done to him. He exclaimed, "Cursed be Canaan, he shall be the servant of servants to his brethren." He also said, "Blessed the Lord, the God of Shem, and blessed by the Lord, my God be Shem, and let Canaan be his servant. May God enlarge Japheth and let him dwell in the tent of Shem, and let Canaan be his servant." And Noah lived after the flood 350 years, and all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. That's the history, y'all. So some people are meant to be in certain positions in life because they are descendants of certain type of people. You don't know who you take after. What type of man are you? What type of woman are you? Are you a descendant of Cain, or are you a descendant of Seth? Which, which everybody, although Noah would survive the flood, Noah is a descendant of either Cain or Seth. I had to go back and see who Noah's father is, but that's for another episode. Then you have to go back and see whose father was Noah's father's father. It goes all back a whole line of descendants. You don't know where you Negroes ain't trying to find your roots. When the first slaves came to America, we were bilingual. When the first slaves came to America, we were bilingual because we had to learn English. And the people that taught us English were not the elites because they didn't want to deal. They didn't want us to just pay. They picked who they wanted, and they had the poor white trash come teach us English. Come on, nigga. So you mixing that type of English with the African language, and that's why you got Ebonics. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't gonna sound like them. Even if, listen, man, you got some white guys that I know straight up certified. Mama grew up, had them growing up in the hood since they was little babies, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, white boy Jason, YBT. You know what I'm talking about? That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? But his mama white, and he the firstborn, and his daddy white. So Jason all white, all right? But he got two sisters, Brandy and Janine. They mix. They black and white mix. So, he grew up all his life with his sisters in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And all white boys go through the time where they got, show a motherfucker they ain't, if you growing up out there, you gonna have to show us you part of the crew. And he proved himself, but caught up in that lifestyle, it's the wrong type of lifestyle for a child to live. That thug lifestyle, that gangster lifestyle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cool to be hard lifestyle. That Cain lifestyle. Not the Seth lifestyle. I don't know if Abel had children. I have to go back and look. Because Cain and Abel, I don't know how old Abel was, but Cain is the older brother. And he killed Abel. So And after that, God cast him out of the land, and I don't know where Cain went, but he left where where he killed Abel and spilled the blood at. And God, you know what I'm saying? Accordingly, Adam has Seth with Eve. I don't know what happened with the snake. Well, he got cursed and he got cast on his belly for the rest of his life. But if you cast somebody to crawl on their belly, how was they looking before you casted them on their belly? Were they standing up erectus like a human being? Were they human like form? Alien? So that's where we at with it, and we're gonna keep keep this train going, man. Y'all gotta hit the like button, man. Hit my cash app part twice, PARTTWICE. I'm just coming here, a lot of people don't get a chance to go to church. A lot of people don't hear the word. I'm not bending the word for y'all. I'm just reading the word and giving it my interpretation. So you can interpret it how you want to. I'm not trying to spin no narrative. I'm reading what they are saying, and I'm interpreting it through my mind, because I feel like I have a prolific mind. I try to sit down and analyze situations, and make best decisions about them. I make dumb decisions. I make good decisions, but I'm smart. I study a lot of different things. You can't just study the Bible. You have to study the Quran. You can't just study the Quran. You have to study what are they learning over there. I need to know that. You need to be like that so you can know everything that's going on around you. So nobody can talk over your head. You need to study another language. Like I said, the first Africans were bilingual, man. We spoke our native language and we had to learn how to speak English. Now, the average black man or black woman does not know maybe one or two Spanish words. See, no, maybe por favor or little, what I'm saying, mucho bueno or what's that one word? You know what I'm saying? That all black people know. I speak a little Spanish, so the reason I'm just a certain word in Spanish that black people, negro, we all know negro. What other word in Spanish we know? You know what I'm saying? Yo entiendo mucho español, pero yo no hablo bien, pero I'm just thinking of a word that all black people know. No, black people. Living La Vida Loca. We know that song. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Loco. A lot of black people know the word loco because niggas say it in raps. But anyway, uh, yeah, man, we got to start understanding that shit is meant to be out here. You can't change a lot of things in life because that's just the way it's meant to be. You can't change how you going through it with your girl because that's just how it's meant to be. You can't change that men are the way we are because that's just how it's meant to be. We are meant to rule, and we have a lot of women trying to rule us, and it's just a mixed balance of what's supposed to be. Like, a man is not supposed to be ruled by a woman, so when you have a woman trying to dominate a man, it's just never gonna mix. And the curse between woman and man is the enmity. God gave us enmity between each other. You understand what I'm saying? And the people that wrote the Willie Lynch letter understood this because they are studiers of the Bible. They say the devil knows the Bible backwards. So he starts at Revelation and can quote it backwards. I'm just playing. I don't want to scare y'all. But no, man, he do. You see the preachers in church, they the devil. If they have malintent in their heart and really just trying to get the congregation for their monies and they riding Bentleys, man, and riding clean, man, got the little young women in the congregation on it, you know what I'm saying? Riding clean, breaking bread, getting head. They the devil, man. Anybody that uses religion to manipulate and hurt people, they the devil, man. So when you got people over there warring, you don't know who to take, whose side, go back to the Bible. That's all you got to do because they'll tell you where everyone is from and what every land and what people, where they should be. But when you have these type of people, the descendants of Cain, The descendants of Cain, the people that have the Cain type traits that were cast out, who's to know? We all have that in us. We all have the Cainite in us. The Cain blood, the cross blood. You'll cross your own people, man. You'll tell on your brother for lesser time. Yeah, you for $1 million you'll do anything. Yeah, man. Shout out to P. Diddy, man. I don't fuck with P. Diddy, man. I really think, Cassie waited all this time. She had this information all this time and waited for the right time to bring it out. Now you can call me what you want, but if you got that type of information and evidence on the person that physically assaulted you and raped you, you supposed to go immediately to the police. And now that you built your confidence up to go to the police, you should understand that people are gonna look at you like, dang, why you waited all this time? Now you see that Puff Daddy or Sean Combs or whatever his name is going through a conspiracy of Tupac murder again. Now you feel like this the perfect time to cash out before he get jammed up. I'm just I'm just making an observation, just like I make an observation in the Bible. Because I know a lot of young girls, have that beguiled type of thing. He tricked me, he beguiled me. You understand what I'm saying? So when you get these billionaire niggas with all this money, you got these girls that want to be a part of that. So what they do, not even a billionaire, simple life. You got a girl from the projects, she got a dude, he get out the projects. She gonna put up with all that just to stay away from the projects so she won't be poor. And if she got children from him, she gonna put up with a lot of bullshit just so she can live the lifestyle that she living. All because this man got money. Is that right? That he putting her through all this shit just because he got money? Or is it right that she putting up with all this shit just because he got money? Both of them are wrong. But you have to have accountability. You have to accept your wrong part in it. Because just like Eve told on the snake and told it was him, he tricked me. That's why I ate it. He beguiled me. Okay, we're going to punish him the worst. We're going to punish the snake the worst. Since you the reason this happened, we're going to make sure you crawl on your belly to the end of time. And then you are going to get punished, ma'am. You're going to bear the children. You're going to bear that child. You got to have it. And it's going to be painful when you have that child. When you have Cain, you're going to go through pain. And I'm going to cause enmity between you and the man. That pain going to make you hate him. And for you, my brother, I curse the land. Now. And also, you're going to have to wear the burden of everything she put you through. So you wonder why the man is going through so much when it comes to the woman. She'll bust your windows, you can't do nothing. She'll flat your tires, you better not put your hands on this woman. But she is easily beguiled. By nature, she is easily tricked and fooled. You kiss her on the neck and tell her sweet nothing, she'll fall for it if she thinks you are sincere. Or if she thinks you are a provider, she will put up with whatever it is that you put her through. So when you got Puff Daddy with all this controversy stirring up, why all of a sudden you come out now with the allegations? Let's say they're true. You have evidence. Didn't they give you $30 million? That's a lot of money to people. Not to Puff Daddy. That's chump change. So he gave it to you. Because he don't want to go through court for all that there. Let's say he did beat you. Made you have sex with other people you didn't really want to. What made him do that to you, man? Why did you put up with that and you got evidence, man? Was you floozy before you met him? Was you a groupie before you met him and you just blew up? Or was you a really good girl and you met him and he promised you the world and you just let him trick you and beguile you? You see all the girls at the party, but he loves you the most, right? So you put up with it. No, somebody didn't raise you right. It's not your fault, Cassie. You are not supposed to be with a billionaire that makes you cut the side of your head if you don't want to cut your hair. You should not be with a billionaire man if you don't want to go to these wild parties, do cocaine, indulge. That's what he wants around him. So if you can't fit that there, if you can't do all the things that please Puff Daddy, then you gotta go. But you don't want to go. No, no, no. You want to stay and benefit from the lifestyle. Were you held captive? Is there evidence on these tapes that you were held captive? Because a motherfucker can threaten somebody's life all they want to, man. But if you have evidence of that, they can go to jail. Were you scared that you would get killed? If you were scared you would get killed then, why ain't you scared you'll get killed now? Or maybe you don't care, you want the money before he falls down. Because they say old Keefy D up in that thing talking. Yeah, they say Keefy D up in that thing squilling. Squilling like a villain. Wee! So hey man, y'all hit the like button, man. Like, share, and subscribe. You know the vibe. The most shadow band nigga on YouTube. I say the things the other YouTube niggas don't want to say, man. Wish they could say, and glad that I'm saying it. But when they get on their channel, they say, man, I don't mess with no part twice. Or they might not even say my name, but they'll just talk about a subject that I talk about and try to go against it and go against the grain. But it's in here. So if you don't want to believe what's in the Bible, man, just tear it out the Bible, man. Hey man, subscribe to my other channel, Rude Exposure, because you know they shadow banned me on Part Twice so heavy, but I'm so ready to get more and more followers. We talk boxing, we talk sports, we talk life, we giving out game with the Bible studies. Y'all gotta just keep tuning in, man. Make my channel popular. Get my channel popular so I can grow and interact with you and we can have fun and talk everything that you want to talk about. It's no topic that is off limits with Part Twice, maybe except talking about the people that killed